Good afternoon, Mr. Darcy. This is your student Jamir Kenna here, and I am gonna present to you my final presentation test. So for this, I did section A number 1, section B number 1, and section C number 1. Let me start off by presenting on section A number 1. So section A number 1 says, during the summer, Madi plays in a softball league. The team score was 19, 15, 22, 10, 37, 26, 5, 37, 19, 10, 39, 16, 12, and 37. So as you can see underneath here, sir, I arrange all the numbers from the smallest, which is number 5, to the biggest, which is 39. Let's start with A. A says, draw a stem and leaf plot of the scores from Maddie's softball team. Then, I should find the mean, the median, the mode, the range, and standard deviation. The stem and leaf plot. On this side, I have the ones and the tenths. For ones, I have 5. For tenths, I have 10, 10, 12, 15, 16, 19, and 19. For the tenths again, I have 22 and 26. For the tenths, one more time, I have 37, 37, 37, and 37. As you can see, I have it here in order, which goes by ones, which is the 0, which was the 5, then it goes to tenth, which was the 1, which was the 2, and which was the 3. So the mean is just all the numbers, it doesn't matter the order, all the numbers divided by the amount of them. So there were 14 numbers, and when you add all of them, it is 304 divided by 14, which gives you 21.7. The median is the middle number, but if you have two numbers, let's say in this case when you arrange them in order, you'll have 19 and 19. So you will add the two numbers and you divide by 2, which will give you 38, and you divide by 2, which of course will give you 19, because they're two similar numbers. So the mode is the most occurring number out of all of them, which is 37. As you can see up here, I have 37, 37, 37 arranged, and the regular numbers on the range, I have 37, 37, 37. For the range, you must grab the biggest number and the smallest number. You must minus the smallest number from the biggest number, and it will give you 34. Okay, so standard deviation is a little long. So standard deviation, you must minus the number. I did it from smallest to largest in order. You must minus the mean from the 5, and I have all the numbers here from 1 to 14, which gives you, starting off, I will start from 5 going to 39, gives you negative 16.7, negative 11.7, negative 11.7, negative 9.7, negative 6.7, negative 5.7, negative 2.7, and negative 2.7. Then I have 4.3, 4.3, 15.3, 15.3, 15.3, and 17.3. Those are the numbers when you minus the mean from it. So now you must square the answer that you get. So by squaring these numbers, I have the answers right here on the right side of the square number. So I have negative 16.7, which is 278.89, 136.89, 136.89, 94.09, 94.89, 32.49, 7.29, 7.29, 18.49, 18.49, 234.09 for the 15.3s. Then you have 17.3 at the end. So we're soon wrapping up standard deviation. So the next step you want to do is you want to add all the numbers that you squared, the final answer of them. So all these numbers here to the right, you will add them up, and they give you 1758.77 over 14, because 14 is the amount of numbers that you have, as I stated earlier. So when you divide, you will get 125.63, but 125.63 is the variance, but you want standard deviation, so you have to square root the variance and you get 11.21. So the standard deviation is 11.21 and the variance is 125.63. That is all for section A, number 1. So now I will present on section B, number 1. The question says, Jill is playing cards with her friends when she draws a card from a pack of 20 cards numbered 1 to 20. What is the probability of drawing a number that is even, that is square, and that is prime? So I listed out all the even numbers from 1 to 20, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Out of 20, 10 of these are even and the other 10 are odd. So the probability of taking out an even number out of the 20 cards is 10 over 20, but when you reduce it, you get half 1 over 2. What is the probability of drawing a number that is square? So I listed out all the squares, which is 1, 4, 9, and 16. Those four, the probability of taking out a square out of 20 is 4 out of 20. When you later reduce, you get 1 over 5. What is the probability of drawing a number that is prime? So I listed all the prime numbers here from 1 to 20, which you get 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So the chances are you get 8 out of 20 prime numbers, which when you simplify, you get 2 out of 20. Even numbers mean that you have like even numbers like that end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Square numbers are numbers that you take a number and you times it by itself and give you that square, which is 1. 1 times 1 gives you 1, or like 2 times 2, 3 times 3. A prime number is a number that is only divided by 1 on itself. So you have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. Even numbers are numbers which end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So as you can see, all of these either end in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Square numbers is when you take a number and you times it by itself to give you the square, which is 1, then you have 2, then you have 3, and then you have 4. So these are all the answers to these equations right here. This is section B, number 1. Okay, so I will be presenting on section C, number 1. The problem states, find the area and perimeter of the figure below. The figure below is, I selected a trapezoid because it is more relatable to the formula, because you will later on see. So the perimeter is the distance around the figure. But if you see, there is a side missing here. So to find that side, we must use Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I labeled a squared as 18 kilometers, b squared is the unknown number, and c squared is the diagonal line inside, because this, as you can see, is a 90-degree right angle triangle. Right over here, as you can see, this is a 90-degree right angle triangle. So when you square 18, you get 324. When you square b, you will get b squared. And when you square 22 squared, you get 484. So you want b as a subject, so you must switch 324 to the right side, which then will become a negative number. So you'll get b squared is equals to 160 squared after minus these two numbers. You must square root to take off the square. So the square root of b will be b, and the square root of 160 will be 12.65 kilometers. So now we can solve for perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around, as I stated before. So it will be 21 kilometers plus 19 kilometers plus 12.65 kilometers plus 18 kilometers, which in total addition will give you 70.65 kilometers. So now we will go on to letter B, which is area. As I said, I selected trapezoid because of the formula and the relatable numbers. As you can see, the formula is base 1 plus base 2 times over 2 times the height. Base 1 I use as 21 kilometers. Base 2 I use as 12.65 kilometers over 2 times the height, which is 18 kilometers, which then I got my final answer at 302.85 kilometers squared. That is all, as you can see, sir. Section C, number 1, section B, number 1. on section A number 1, and this is the stem leaf on this side. As you can see, I had to rewrite it over again since I had a rough draft and the standard deviation was very long and lengthy. Thank you for all your time, sir. I hope you have a constructive summer and an enjoyable summer. Stay safe for all your family. Thank you.